Face crack, runway game is on. Drag race is the truth. Bruno sue me for this parody. You read it, the cringes. You read it well, the cringe is real. Hello, it's Sam here from The Cringe is Real.
And it's Jean here from You Read It Well.
Hey, Jean, how are you?
Good. We're starting. We're commencing.
We are commencing.
For real.
Season 2, RuPaul's Drag Race, UK versus the world.
It's really been fun remembering what this show was like initially.
Yeah.
Like, I have some initial trauma from that show around Pangina. Pangina-related trauma. But it was kind of cool this week to see how the UK just have great ability to tell stories well.
Yes. Yeah.
So, maybe some of the other franchises need to take a leaf out of their book.
And I firmly believe it's not even like a throw money at it thing. No. It's just good editing. Like you could tell good stories on a shoestring budget. Do you know what I mean?
1,000,000%.
You don't need all of this. I mean, it's nice. The props of the talent show were lovely.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And whatnot, but
it wasn't necessary. But
No.
in some places, for some people, it didn't really help either.
Exactly.
But the casting's really strong, and I think they've got a handle. And that's what the beautiful thing about the All Stars format is. So like, good. You're not creating like a who is this person? It's like where are they now kind of thing.
Let's get into them.
Yeah.
Tia Coffee comes out first. I also love they do the entrances on the main stage.
I totally forgot that.
I totally forgot about it as well. But then I remembered like, oh, this is what they do on this one. She was doing throwback to her leopard print look.
That's right.
Like that she first walked in, which was for the bin. But, now she's elevated. I like her whole storyline. And she's like, I've got fashion sense now. Like, love that.
Love it. She's working with people.
Yeah.
It's Tia Coffee.
Yeah.
She's got everything that you could want, really. Yeah. And really all she needed was the costumes. So it's really exciting to see what can happen with Tia Coffee.
Absolute star of this episode for me.
Oh, really?
Oh, her commentary is everything. Like, it is. So good.
She's so real.
Hannah Conda walks on next and she's like, oh, what did she say? This is a much bigger stage than yours, isn't it? And Hannah just bats back beautifully. She's like, yes, ours is tiny. And it's also upside down. Oh. I was like, you are so quick. That was so funny.
This is such an amazing showcase for Hannah Conda because Hannah Conda was MVP of Drag Race Down Under Season 2.
Absolutely.
She did everything correctly.
Yeah.
And so I'm so excited to see Hannah, firstly, relaxed, having fun, like not
poised,
like in her own head and going, oh, what's this all going to mean? She's just like, this is an opportunity and I'm going to go for it.
And I know she said in the Meet the Queens video, like her strategy was to like be nice to everyone, but I don't buy that. I don't think it's a strategy. I think she's just nice.
I think she is.
And she's actually just loves drag, loves the community, has fun. She's got a great reputation.
She's
all the Aussie girls, like, I've never heard a bad thing about her.
Never. People love Hannah Conda.
Yeah.
I was very excited. Also, Hannah looked beautiful in that silver gown, eleganza. She just came. But again, don't worry about Hannah and her looks. She looked great all season in Drag Race Down Under. Very exciting.
Another glow-up girly, Arantxa Castilla-La Mancha, walks in next. And I've got to say, like, we get it. We can actually say the name. So that shtick, I think it's done. Do you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah. There's also been a couple of famous Aranchas.
Have there?
Well, there's Arantxa Sanchez Vicario, the tennis player from the 80s and 90s from Argentina.
There you go.
I mean, everyone remembers her.
I'm like, oh, of course.
All the gays know exactly what I'm talking about with that sports reference.
That Arantxa. Yeah. The other Arantxa. She comes in, she's had a glow up. She's also come out now as a trans woman. We love that storyline on Drag Race.
Looking very confident, looking very beautiful.
Yeah.
Very cool. I like her.
The second chance, this is like, it's almost like a second chance season.
It is.
Because also we get that hilarious bit later where the UK girls are hanging out and they're like, Tia goes, oh, I've just realised between the four of us, we represent one challenge win.
That's
and I'm like,
one of the funniest lines
so
of the
funny.
That is so great. Isn't that the great thing about All Stars? That,
totally.
it is like some people just they don't get those challenge wins,
No.
even though they're great. And you're like, huh?
I never keep track of who wins the challenges.
Does it even matter?
And
sometimes?
for me, like, Tia was great. She's just happened to be on the season with like some of the fucking best people that have ever been on the show.
Yeah.
Mayhem walks in, and off the bat, she's like a bit of a cunt. I'm not in a cute way.
Yeah, it was. Mayhem didn't get a cute edit this whole episode, but I also think it's like that classic thing where you're nervous and so you're overcompensating and you're like sort of going, I'm like catty and cool, and she wasn't getting that balance of catty and cool, right?
But for me, it was the American thing of like, oh, everyone knows who I am, but I don't know who you are. When she said that, I was like, I thought she was kind of joking, but she wasn't.
No, and it's like, you've failed.
Yeah,
totally. I mean, if you can say that you can fail at Drag Race, she has
it's gone to her head.
Somewhat. Like, I mean, look great in confessional, beautiful, outfit.
Stunning. Yeah.
100%. I'm, to be honest with you, the American contingent this season, not sure how they're going to go. If they're coming in with that kind of attitude, it's just like, no, thank you.
Yeah. Scarlett was a bit more congenial.
A little bit more. She's never been that congenial, let's face it.
True.
It's just part of her charm.
She's not interested in anyone else anyway.
She's just like, it's all about me.
Yeah. Theresa May is next.
Just one of the greats.
So good.
I could watch her all day.
Same. So good.
Just put her in confessional.
The confessional's great. I love these like boy Theresa's jackets with the pockets, the different shaped pockets.
It's
so
very
camp.
Cross colours 1991, like, you know, like X large, like, you know, what's going on? Like, I love it.
I loved her entrance line was a throwback to her original entrance line, which was, don't hate me because I'm beautiful, hate me because I'm an immigrant. But this time she goes, well, now you can hate me because I'm beautiful. And I was like, yes. Like all these glow-ups, like they're all confident and so fun. La Grande Dame is next.
La Grande Obsessed.
Holy shit.
Holy shit. What a great episode for La Grande Dame, just across the board. And I'm so here for the queens who have never been in front of RuPaul before killing it.
Yeah.
And just been like,
totally.
We don't need your validation.
Exactly. And we watched this episode with a Frenchie who rightfully was very proud, of LGD. Marina motherfucking Summers walks in and they're all like, whoa.
The tiniest, most pint-sized, tiny person.
Come in small packages.
In the smallest package ever. But wow. Like, just out of the box.
Yeah.
And then that colonizers line.
Oh my God. So I think that is I'm going to say it. That's, I think, the best entrance line ever. It's time to give these colonizers the chop and then reveals the sword. So good.
I'm obsessed with Marina.
Yeah, she's great.
This is going to be I'll be very surprised. The only way Marina's out is if they just all gang up and go get this bitch who's going to win out.
I reckon a lot of people after that episode have just gone and they're watching Philippines now.
100%.
Totally. Yeah.
I saw someone say, how does she come second?
Yeah, right.
And I'm like, the standard's really good at Philippines.
Jambres Blonde.
I just love Jambres.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what Jambres is going to bring. She had that sort of serpent hair thing.
She's so fucking likable.
So likable.
Like, yeah, the snake hairdo was so good. And I mean, look, the Irish gags may get a little bit tired at some point, but for now, I'm here.
Look, it's global. It's the global competition.
Yeah. And they're being asked to do it.
That's what they've been asked to do on this episode. That's what you do on this first episode. We'll see.
But that being said, I can listen to Hannah say "kick it in the dick" every episode.
Every single
episode. That would be fine.
I love her.
Keta Minaj comes in.
Keta Minaj?
I stupidly thought she was going to be kind of filler or something when I saw the cast lineup, only because I think she's the only one of this cast I haven't seen that season.
Yeah.
So I just assumed she was going to, holy shit, I was wrong. She was so good.
Just so good. Really, really. I'm excited because it's a learning experience for me with Keta because I'm just like, who are you?
I mean, her talent show, we'll get to it later, was a bit unhinged, but she looks amazing. I like what she represents. She's got a lot of attitude. She's actually kind of scary. Like, I actually wouldn't mind.
Yeah, I'm scared of most of them, but that's okay. You know?
Yeah.
The ones that aren't Tia, you know, like
No.
Tia, you can get down and have like, a beer with Tia, coffee.
Yeah.
But, we'll see. Scarlett was next, wasn't it?
Yes. And I can't remember what she came in. Pink. No, she's a pink shirt in the confessional. That's right. She always looks great, but she always kind of looks a bit the same.
Yeah,
it's not pageant, but it's just like evening gown. It's like awards show dresses.
Yes.
You know,
when we were talking about it, I said 80s film star, and then Adam said Brooke Shields, and
she's
I
got
was like,
the face of Brooke Shields,
100% the face of Brooke Shields. And then in confessional, she's giving, it's very boyish, like sort of almost boyish. Like it's really straight, and she's had that filler that's. It's made her like masculine and feminine at the same time.
She's had the expensive LA work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
she
good.
got that work done in Beverly Hills. Like that shit's
Beverly Hills 90210.
It looks good. Gothy Kendall comes in and goes, "I hope you like it raw," which was great, and I love. She just has not at all evolved. Like she's got new teeth. And the poor thing, she's like, I've got new teeth. I'm confident now. And I'm like, oh, honey.
I can't work out what Gothy's thing is. It's like, are you know, like teenagers when they're like, they're just all like, this is the amount of energy that I'll put in.
But like, bless. Like, I can't, like, I love her still. It's great. Like,
I think she's just so interesting.
Totally.
You can't write that.
No.
You can't create that about yourself. Like, it's just there. And you either have it. And that's what's so weird about Drag Race is, those are the things that actually are important. Well, if we were in a drag club and you saw Gothy, you'd be like, well, she needs like to have a Red Bull or something. But that's not what we're assessing.
It's a bit like who's the flip queen on season 16 at the moment from Miami? Anyway, Maya Iman LePage. She is like...
Yes, that's right.
Ru keeps kind of trolling her about not being confident, but it's like, it's still likable because like, that in itself is authentic anyway.
Yes.
New reality TV trope that we've discovered. It's the workroom. Scarlett was a bit threatened by Hannah, and I was like, yes.
Loving.
She's like, she recognises the mug is mugging.
Hannah's mug is always mugging. She's never... Hannah's going to be our little quiet achiever. I'm very excited about what Hannah's going to do.
Hannah tells Mayhem to kick it in the dick while they're putting on their makeup.
Just kick it in the dick, Mayhem.
And Mayhem's like...
Mayhem possibly should have taken that advice.
She should have taken that advice. She certainly did not kick it anywhere near the dick.
Yeah, I'm like, did they have two things that they needed to do? Did they present two? I don't know what's going. We'll get to that.
I love this episode because it was literally like they came in... There was a very small bit of them getting ready. Like RuPaul tells them that it's a talent show, which we love it, an All Stars.
It's very simple.
Starting with a talent show, and then they're also going to do a runway for Queen and Country. So showing off their homelands. Love that was quick. On the main stage, we meet Richard E. Grant.
Now, I'm a huge Richard E. Grant fan.
Amazing.
From With Nail and I, and then his film Diaries with Nails, and then Spice World, and then more recently Saltburn, a film that makes no sense, and I don't know why it's popular, but it's very beautiful to look at.
Is Richard E. Grant queer or just
no?
Oh, okay, just a fierce ally.
He's just a fierce ally. So. He actually just lost his wife in the last year or so. He's actually been really going through this sweet, but he's been going through this really sort of like public kind of grief because they were sort of together for like.
Now that he's single,
maybe he'll go the other way. Yeah. But hey, he's adored, absolutely adored, and
loved it. Loved the eyelashes.
I know. Look, he made a lot more effort than some people, and I'm just like, geez Louise,
Talent shows. Theresa Mays was first. What did you think of her lip sync performance to an original song, which is what you should do at All Stars?
It was very her. Yeah. It was very Espana. I enjoyed.
It was branded.
I enjoyed. I think the what didn't help her was actually the set.
Yeah.
It kind of got in the way of it was very dark. And then she had a very dark kind of look on, which makes sense for her. But that was my own. Again, Teresa, you can kind of watch all day.
I loved it, but it didn't, of those lip sync performances to an original song. I don't think hers was the best.
No,
but that's,
no.
you know.
I think it was like sort of hard to kick off for starters.
Yeah.
Like,
Still loved it.
Yeah,
but yeah, you're right. The first spot is tough because we're just easing into it.
Yeah, you're sort of setting a standard in a little way. I mean, she's got all the charisma. I think she just got. I think the set. Honestly, I found the set got. The set was
great.
Yeah.
But it was good. But you're right. And it wasn't lit well. And
yeah, like it was like everyone else got a. Like it's like they fixed it up as the went along.
Oh yeah, maybe.
I don't know, but I thought
it was still good. And she's put out like a clip now. I watched a few of the clips that have been put out from the Queens this week, and it's like really good. It's like a very realised concept.
You've got your shit together.
She's being this like demon girl. I like it. Scarlet Envy chose to sing live, but it was a sort of campy comedy number.
Yeah, it was sort of a bit sex kitten.
Yeah,
should we say? Like,
it
was.
I actually think it was because we'll talk about Hannah because they did a similar thing.
Yeah.
I think it was better written than Hannah's, but Hannah performed better.
Yeah.
Like, because Hannah was kind of more comfortable on the stage.
Hannah
or something.
was just loose and and when you're sort of trying to land jokes the way that you're doing, you do need to really. You're putting the audience at ease.
Totally.
And if you don't do that, but you know, like Scarlett's. I think the problem with Scarlett is she's like, I know what I can do. I do what I do well.
Yeah.
And sometimes that attitude just always permeates everything that she does, which doesn't serve her, would you say? Like, often, like, it doesn't help in this context. I think when you're in the real world of drag, it totally does.
Totally. For me, she's in that box of past US queens where it's like, they're very objectively very, very good at what they do, and they seem like a lovely person, but there's not like a kind of hook for me.
Yeah.
You know, that like extra bit where it's like the charisma part. I don't know.
It's like in the room, you've got to be giving it all out there. And she's just a bit like, I'm a bored teenager.
Yeah.
She's got that kind of vibe. Well, if you have someone else who's doing the thing, you cut to them and they're pulling a face.
Maybe if she wasn't so beautiful, she'd have to compensate in other ways. But she's so beautiful.
Beautiful people are so annoying.
Speaking of beautiful, Le Grand Dame is next. This was so good. Like, I mean, look, you and I, we're theatre people. We see a lot of shows.
This wasn't weird for me.
The loop pedal, like, come on, like we've seen it really times.
I thought it was great,
but we haven't seen it on this show in this context.
And it's also
I thought it was
and it's also
clever.
involved her having to actually do something, you know, and do it well in that moment. Loop pedals are fun as fuck, clever, and like who doesn't like? And I mean, it's beautiful to look at, and she did it in the most unhinged way possible.
It was great, and I also thought it was clever because it's an international series. Like, to do something without words is like just be humorous in a way with sound. I thought was clever. Fucking genius.
So clever.
Because everyone can get into it.
Yes. No, really, really good stuff.
Gothy Kendall did a lip sync performance which was quite cute. I like that her deadpan delivery I just find so funny and endearing. It's like she's doing delivering the lines like this. Wow, raw. That's funny.
It's the best of the UK.
So funny.
That's what is so funny about the English sensibility, isn't it? It's just that, you know,
and then
dry.
Hannah got it so right when she was like, should I be concerned that she was so surprised that she pulled that off with the fire twirling? Because she genuinely was like, oh, wow. Like it was like the first time she'd successfully done that.
In an alternate version, she's like lit herself on fire.
That was very cute and very charming.
That's funny. And sort of like, again, it's that sort of trepidation that's there with her, which is actually part of her charm. It's interesting.
Yeah. I'm glad she's getting another go. And now, with those teeth, Marina Summers for me just was the. I have had this song in my head for 3 days since we watched this episode.
This was just like, she was like, excuse me, everyone, step aside.
She literally,
let me show you how to do it.
RuPaul's face was also like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. I think she's going to set a standard this season that people are going to be like, fuck.
Yeah. I'm a Filipina. It was so good.
It was so good.
And have you seen she's put out a music video of it? It's like so good. And there's a whole second half like in language. Oh, it's bitch. Like
I don't even know what to say because like she put in so much as well. Like the dancing, the movements. How does she move like that? Yeah,
it was good.
It was good. Yeah, it was good.
I love though at the start she's like, being Asian and being on UK versus the world, I am scared that I'm gonna get panginaed. So who knows? Maybe she's revealing herself as a threat too early, like Pan did, and someone's gonna take her out.
I don't think that these Filipino girls know how to do it any other way, but other than just
10,
absolutely kill.
That's what we love about it.
Yeah, love it.
Keita Minaj gave us a pummel horse.
Oh my God, she just was like, "Hey, I'm a gymnast." You're like, "What?" Like
that was funny. Because the track was a bit meh, but then when she jumped on the thing, that was cute.
Yeah, I kind of wish she just left the track and then just did the gymnastics for the whole thing.
And chose a different song or something.
Yeah, and then just did a series of like, this is what I'm going to do now, like almost like a magic trick. I would have been like, yeah, none of us can do the fucking pummel horse, mate. Seriously. Yeah, no, I was into it.
And then unfortunately for our girl Mayhem.
Oh my God.
And look, even in the edit, she told us herself that her redemption story is that on her last All Stars season, she forgot the words to her performance. And then it's almost like she put that out there into the universe and then jinxed herself. What do you think happened?
I think she did a thing that I've done before when I've bombed on stage with comedy is like you've written half a thing, you haven't written the full thing.
Okay.
Like in 5 minutes of stand-up, or in this case probably 3, you can do 25,000 jokes. Yeah. This is the reality. So if you lose your footing, it's like a high concept and you've only half written it, because it seemed like it wasn't written.
Yeah.
It was like she was like, this will be funny because I'm Mayhem and I'm doing this thing.
Yeah, right.
That is the first 5 seconds of comedy. What else you got?
Yeah, it was a bit. Like if it was a TikTok, it would be funny. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Yeah, and I actually liked, because I watch a lot of Housewives, so I've seen a lot of sound healing sessions in my time.
Yes.
And I thought that's a funny thing to, parody. But yeah, she just fucked it up.
Yeah, Mayhem just had a very poor episode
I know.
overall, which it's unfortunate because I'm sure that wasn't the intention, flying all the way to the United Kingdom.
We were all rooting for you. All of America was rooting for you.
Yeah, but I think that level of you have to be really ready for Drag Race. Like you have to come in prepared, and I feel like she doesn't.
It sounds like she's not feeling the best.
I'd be interested to hear more about because long COVID is very real. But if she's only just,
is it like a chronic fatigue?
It's like a chronic fatigue.
Okay, right.
Yeah. So the people I know who are currently struggling with it are still in it, where they've got probably like 2 or 3 hours energy, like max a day.
Right. Okay.
So
that gives a bit more context.
If she's come out
when she said that, I was like, I don't know.
If she's
what
come
that
out
means.
of it, it's like people generally after COVID, you feel tired for a little bit.
I thought she just meant like me. She's just like post-COVID, doesn't socialize as much anymore.
Did she say long COVID? Did she say
I think
the
so.
term long COVID? But who knows? Who knows?
Hannah Conda kicked it in the dick. I think.
Thought she was so charming.
Yeah. It's like, look, it wasn't a perfect performance, which, pardon the pun, because that's what it was about.
Yeah.
But it was very camp, very funny. The reveal accident thing was
fantastic.
Very funny. I think some of them didn't get it.
I don't know how
they cut to Mayhem and she was like, ooh, white panties. I'm like, not the point.
How could you not get this basic joke?
Yeah. But I actually think she easily got the best set piece as well. Like a ginormous hot pink, baby grand.
It was fantastic. I know. I was like, is she playing? And I was like, oh, she's not. And that's what I loved. I loved that as well.
She had that gag and then the thing. And then it was actually quite a wholesome, sweet message at the end of the song too, which I was a bit corny, but also cute.
I think she just does that well. She can just package up a few things quite well.
It was Auntie Hannah.
And Auntie Hannah, and she's a dork. Like, totally. She is our dork. She's our sweet, dork who's like a little gay fairy, if you know what I mean, like not to be like, but in a drag fairy, you know, who can do it all, and she'll be a dork and say kick it in the dick in confessional, and you're like, yes, you know, I know too much about Hannah, I feel like, but you know, I'm very excited. Like I thought she did very well.
I'm excited to.
I actually thought she was going to get top crits later.
Yeah, look, I wasn't sure because, you know, obviously we're biased, but it's like I thought potentially she could. But I think it was correct, the top two. I think they were
they were very strong.
Absolutely.
They were very, very strong.
Jambers did a lip sync performance that at the start I was like, oh no, this is going to suck. But it actually, when the wind machine started, I was like, oh, this is cute.
Oh, I'd almost forgotten about it.
It was on, is she doing fashion or whatever?
That's right.
Something. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah. It was by numbers, but still quite funny.
Yeah. Look, I don't hate a by numbers.
No.
If it's done well.
It's done good. Which it was.
I mean, it's half of RuPaul's music.
Looks great. Sounds like Gothy's a bit intimidated by Jambers, perhaps, because she's like trying to throw a bit of shade by being like, oh, I think she thinks she's fashion. I'm like, oh, I'm a bit jealous.
Maybe she sees Jambers as her biggest competition.
I reckon. Yeah.
Yeah, there's something similar about them, and it's not just because they're white girls.
Yeah. Arancha Castilla-La Mancha taught us again how to pronounce her name.
Yeah. All right.
In a performance that I thought was going to go somewhere and be very funny, and then it kind of didn't. Remember the doorbell was ringing? Even RuPaul was like, why was the doorbell ringing? Like,
come in.
Because they know that it's going to get cut down to like a minute, if that. So I would have just written something a bit different. I like the idea of doing a comedy skit.
Yeah.
But it didn't go anywhere, and there wasn't enough time to what was the punchline? It was a wet dream. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I didn't even remember the punchline. Yeah, that's all right.
Which sucks because I really like her and I think she's very funny.
Very funny. But, you know, like, not the worst.
Yeah. Tia Coffee, this was so Eurovision. I feel like Tia is doing this because she wants to
be
one
the
day
representative
which
Eurovision.
would be fantastic.
Yes.
But this was like a Eurovision performance and I loved it.
Yeah, I think it's well within her interest level and skill set. You know,
she's got like the pop vocal range, which is not shade because I also have that vocal range, which is like fine. And when you work to that strength, like she did, it looks fantastic. And the set was cute, and she was branded. Yeah.
Tia's going to come out of this absolutely fine.
I would just say that it wasn't particularly like modern, like it was kind of like a pop song from, slightly dated reference, but it was cute.
It's hard to get good songs happening. Clearly,
she put out a cover of Satellite, which is a winning Eurovision song from Germany.
Yep.
And fuck, it's good. It's like I listen to it all the time. It's a really good cover. Yeah. Like go check out her stuff. And she has another song, an original one that I really like genuinely.
It's so interesting. I wonder, if you see into the future with Tia Coffee, because she. Just give her a talk show. Don't honestly, you just reckon like she'd just go off like
totally?
She's just so silly and funny and instantly likable.
If she doesn't have a podcast, she should have one.
Yeah,
surely she does.
Everyone has one.
Exactly. The runway looks for Queen Country.
The runway. I was a little confused about RuPaul's red underline. I was very upset by it, wasn't it? I didn't like it. Like, it made me...
I didn't like it either, but it didn't distract me as much as it did you.
I was like, what is happening with her eyes? Anyway, sorry.
Well, we know Raven's there because she appeared at the start of the app.
It was the look they were going for. I don't know.
No.
But otherwise, a nice look from Ru and, like, Michelle Visage. Can we even? She is mothering so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm just like, whatever really you're doing is great.
Looks amazing.
Amazing.
Scarlet Envy comes out first with the Mount Rushmore headpiece.
Just like, so yes, it is Drop Dead Gorgeous, that reference to Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I thought you were saying the look was Drop Dead Gorgeous, but no, you're just citing the reference.
Just citing the reference. I wasn't that thrilled.
No.
I feel, again, she's she's not stretching herself. The gown is something that she just does really well. It's what she does. But we've kind of seen it before.
Totally.
And All Stars is the opportunity to be like, but what else have you got? And,
true.
You know, refining that. And I didn't even like the Mount Rushmore headpiece. Like, I was like, I just wanted it to be.
It looked like it was going to fall off, and it didn't look, it didn't look good.
It was
but obviously the rest of it was a stunning gown.
It was just, I mean,
but that's what you expect. So there was
just Dullsville.
And also to me, it's just like it's a look with like the reference part or whatever, just as the headpiece. Where I would prefer the whole look to be. My God. Yeah.
Lisa Simpson of the
like
bad,
the
bad
rest
outfit.
of them did that. Yeah,
you know,
because they all did that.
Yeah.
Otherwise, so Keta Minaj comes out. With two looks, the first being the little Dutch kind of, I don't know, some milkmaid look or something. Very like, I thought when she came out of that, I was like, oh no, that's so obvious. But then the twist was she has Indonesian heritage as well. And her second look was a witch look. She said it was an Indonesian witch.
It was very beautiful.
It was great.
Yeah.
I thought the second look was much better.
I did.
Like I know it was just a corset and a kind of dress, but it was...
It's like the first look was servicing the second look, which is sometimes hard with a reveal because like getting it all right, you know. But what it did was it told the story of her
perfectly,
and that's
with
what we
a very
need.
well executed reveal. So I was impressed. It was like a safe but good,
excellent.
Yeah,
reveal.
I don't think she's at the very very top of the pack with this lot, but she's like fucking good,
strong, very strong. Jombers.
This was about the time where I'm like, oh, okay, you've worn nothing but green this episode, or shades of kind of like, you know, some brownie greens in there.
The flute made me laugh.
The flute was very funny.
Yeah, but we get it. Okay, cool. You're from Ireland, but I don't know. I mean, that's what everyone's doing, so I don't know why we would like criticize.
Because her season was not the best one at UK, so I kind of forgot how much I loved her. And having her in the confessionals again is a joy.
Yes.
Like, because she's just like, oh, I don't know. And she's like having the best fucking time.
Isn't it nice when people have fun in the confessionals? Like, that's where you get the gold. That's where that's where it comes out with, or when they just say something and they go, what am I saying? So Jombers is going to be good for that for sure.
Yeah, I hope she sticks around for a while because I'm enjoying Jombers. And the Rainbow Skivvy. Arantxa killed it. This look was so good. So good. Look at top. She said it's on top of the TV set.
Yes.
In Spain. Which I was unaware of. So she's beautiful and educational.
It looks really good. She just that long body that she had. I loved the way it sat on her.
Because some of them, you know, talked big talk of glow ups, but this was just walking it. I think
so. Yeah,
especially when they like the clip package they show of her on her season. Because I'd forgotten about some of her looks. I was like, oh yeah, some of those looks were busted.
Yeah.
So look at her now.
Yeah, very
She's
nice.
having her moment.
And you know, doing Spain proud, something that almost everyone in Spain, I imagine, know exactly what that is.
Oh, they would have been obsessed. Spanish fans are insane. They would love. They'd be so happy.
Good.
The question remains, Tia Coffee. She had a beautiful gown with a Nigerian print.
I loved the Nigerian print.
Lovely. But it also had some like cups of tea in there and stuff. So it was very, you know, she was doing the fusion thing.
Absolutely.
And the passport-inspired clutch, I didn't think she needed.
Because also, like, they kept going, what's inside?
Rue was very distracted by it, and then it made me distracted by it.
Rue, I love it when Rue just, like, decides something, and she's like, I can't get it out of my head.
She's like, oh, the dossier.
Yeah, okay.
What's it going to be there? You're right, and she fixates on it.
She
and
did
I'm like,
fixate.
Rue, she's wearing this, like, stunning gown.
And she's like, whatever. What is in that? But that's the story,
Has
isn't it?
Tia been typecast as funny?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, yeah. Like, I mean, when Tia walks out, you would expect that hilarious charisma, wouldn't you, every single time? So I guess, you know, maybe that's her challenge this season. It's just like, oh, fuck, I've got to be funny every time. But yeah, the clutch...
That comes absolutely naturally. Like, it just,
She's just like, you know, she falls over on stage and you're just like, you know, so, I agree. I didn't need the clutch.
Yeah.
But I liked what she'd done.
Most of it. Marina Summers in a traditional Filipino farmer look, but elevated.
I mean...
Just
What are we even talking
the
about?
brief and then just do it perfect.
It's just, it was
what that was.
and just like even the rice, like
The rice was great.
it just looked so good. You know, it hadn't been crushed to the
Yeah, well, that's the thing. This is one of those looks that I put in the category of I'm literally picturing the logistics of getting.
Yeah, how
it.
did you?
I'm like, how did you bring this?
Did you
over?
just carry it on the plane? Like, I don't understand. Which
Like,
I know
that,
I've had to do with
is
things.
that real? Are those real rice plants?
It looked like real rice plants.
It was really, really well done.
She's like, I'm not going to get the rice plants wrong.
yeah.
And you're like, all right.
She's like, I won't be able to return to my country. Theresa May comes out in and goes, "Ooh, Britannia," which was funny.
That was funny.
But the look, though, I think she knew that it wasn't like...
It was like someone else's size.
Yeah.
It was like, is this for your older brother? Like, it was...
Costume store, but like with some rhinestones, yeah.
Yeah. Like, she's great. Like, she could sell anything, couldn't she? If she was wearing a sack, you'd be like, whatever. You know, but it just didn't quite fit her the way I wanted it to.
She'll do she'll sell it to you in the performance kind of thing. Mayhem as the Statue of Liberty.
Okay, this was so meh.
Yeah, and
100%.
looked costume shop like because aren't there people
so
that,
surprised.
Aren't there people that dress up like this, like just in Times Square or whatever? Like it was
God.
was literally like a costume you'd wear to a fancy dress party.
God.
And but then RuPaul was kind of loving it.
I did not understand the crits later.
Yeah,
because
that was
I was
weird.
like, this is so dull. This is Dullsville. Like it just was not good enough for someone who is now doing their third shot at RuPaul's Drag Race. Like I was like, sorry, did you just go, I'm really good at this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to pack whatever. And also like, everyone has like really tried to crystallize something about their homeland.
Yes.
And it's like the Statue of
Liberty
Liberty.
is the most like just done. Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
What do you think of Gothy's Beefeater? Similarly obvious choice, I think.
I thought it was way more
really
fashion.
well made. Yeah, she's clearly someone stunning.
I loved the
the
harnessy
thing and
kind
that.
of
Yeah,
whatever
that was
it was.
cool.
That was
She just didn't seem confident in it.
No.
It was wearing her.
yes,
You might say.
yes.
And yeah, just her walking around. But again, like we're saying, it could actually just be that that's just who she is, and we've been conditioned by reality TV to think that she's not good because she's not confident. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, I mean,
Thesis in that.
is there space for shy girls in this show?
Exactly.
Who was it? Cameron Michaels. Remember Cameron? And
yeah.
she was just all like, "I'm shy. I'm not going to speak.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do." I mean, at least
we're
Gothy
kind of
will-
getting it with Megami at the moment.
Yes.
On season 16, where she's like someone that I wouldn't think would normally be cast on one of these shows.
Yeah.
But I'm really glad she's there because it's actually giving me something new.
Yeah, I think you just need it in your portrait.
Yeah.
Of like, you just need texture and depth of field and just people who are different. They can't all be screaming. Thank God they're not all screaming. Not yet. Anyway.
Le Grand Dame's frog's legs was this is how you take the obvious thing but make it amazing. Like
This was like a Michel Gondry puppet
so cool.
from The Science of Sleep or
Yeah,
something. Like
yeah.
I was like, hello.
Yeah, and I like the idea of taking something that's like a stereotype, which is almost, I'm sure, because there's the whole British-French rivalry thing. So it's kind of like taking the piss on that. I love that. Like, you think we all just have frog's legs in the Eiffel Tower? Well, here it is, but fashion. I was like, it was kind of a bit like a bit of a fuck you, which is, again, very French.
And
so
just
we love.
the way it moved.
Yeah.
Puppetry. I was dying.
And Hannah's Priscilla look.
I was
frill
so
neck
proud
lizard.
of this.
I was so proud of this too. It was fantastic. And
It was a fantastic look.
Yeah. And I love it was kind of a nice way too, with her journey and just being able to be like, I'm really like grateful and proud to be able to wear this.
Yeah.
And she understands what the message is, what it's representing. And yeah, I was kind of like,
Yeah, because
really proud of
prior
her.
to
She's
the
come a long
show,
way.
it did arc up again a little bit. Like, the usual, like, people were like, who can we cancel?
Yeah,
who can we
yeah,
cancel
yeah,
from
yeah,
this season? And it was really interesting because, like, so many of her Drag Race Down Under girls, including JoJo Zaho, came out and just was like, she has done the work. Yeah. She's done the work and said, like, I didn't know things in the past.
Exactly. And we need to make space for those people. I'm so with you. Like, we need to make space for people that have made some mistakes because, shock horror, we all do. And, you know,
and it's significant and it's real. Exactly. And that's the thing. And this look, I was so pleased. And just in light of, like, you know, the terrible referendum that we've had here in Australia, it's just a really strong statement and I loved it.
Yeah. Very fitting. Kata, Jambes, Tia, Hannah and Arantxa are all safe.
Yeah, I mean...
Which I thought was correct.
I mean, it is correct. You know, I would have loved to have seen Hannah... That's just as my personal, just to get her up there. I don't necessarily think she would have been top 2. No, but just for her.
She could have been in the crits. But whatever.
Hannah will have her time.
She'll come there.
Yeah.
They didn't love Scarlett's talent show, which she was really shocked to hear. They were giving sort of like, you know, useful feedback. Sometimes the feedback is not useful. And it's sort of nice.
I guess if you're up there and you're sort of looking at your contestants, you're like, well, maybe I'm in the top. You know, and then all of a sudden they're like, no, you're in the middle.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Was she top? I can't figure it out.
I don't think so.
No, it didn't seem like it.
But she also didn't seem like the bottom. Yeah, I don't know. It was like just
I think they just wanted to talk to her.
Yeah.
Marina they just died, like, of course.
Well, I mean, what are you going to say?
What are you going to say about the performance? Teresa, song was, they were into the song. Richard E. Grant was really loving the song. And then we get this moment where Richard E. Grant's like, oh, and we love that you've come dressed as Britannia because, you know, the UK. And I was like, oh, that's a bit schmaltz. But it's the BBC. They've got to cut something like that in every now and then. Mayhem. What do they think about Mayhem? We were surprised. They were too nice, I thought.
Was a little bit like, they should be telling her off. And look, I feel for her because no one wants to be in that situation.
No.
Stage fright, losing your footing, it's a freaking nightmare. Yeah. It is a nightmare. But what would have been actually beneficial if Ru had said, look, I know that can happen and you've got to have things in place.
Yeah. Like
her actual experience of that, like even Richard E. Grant or someone like having done plays, you know, that would have actually, but instead they were like, oh, you were late. And so why are you middling with this? Like it was very clearly, I hate to say it, but it's kind of like, if you forget your act, you're in the bottom.
She did it last time as well. Anyway, so it's no surprise her and Gothy are in the bottom. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it's versus the world rules. So the top 2 will lip sync to send home the bottom queen of their choice.
Would you have put Gothy in the bottom? Obviously, we agree with Mayhem.
Yeah, I would have put Gothy in the bottom. Absolutely.
I think so.
I mean, she just said,
Is that lack of confidence?
Actually... Yeah, no, honestly. And it wasn't that bad. It's just that the rest were all really good.
They had that confidence.
Yeah.
A couple of them probably plain Janed it a little bit to the finish line.
Yeah.
But then, like, you know, they still had, like, oomph.
Yeah.
Her lack of oomph.
Yes.
It's like, do you need an iron shot, girl?
She does an iron shot. The top 2, though, I absolutely agree with. It was La Grande Dame and Marina Summers.
I'm just so good. Loving it for these girls who have never been in front of Ru.
They're the non-Ru girls, and they're doing the best. I love that. And it's, you know, it's getting me excited for what potentially Drag Race Down Under could become without RuPaul, if that were to happen.
Yeah, I mean, the rumours are that RuPaul is not coming back.
She's got a book tour.
Down Under, and it's going to be hosted by maybe...
We don't know.
Someone.
Yeah.
It's all...
AI.
Could
be the first AI RuPaul
this
hosting.
Drag Race Down Under this season, the most amount of misinformation has just been flowing about the place. So who freaking knows?
They're filming pretty soon, so we might start to hear some stuff. But
exciting.
Anyway, where are we? So it's the lip sync, Dreamer by Live and Joy. Great track.
Great.
Love that one at the gym. Gets me going. Yeah. They both do really well.
Yes.
But Marina, like, she's got the curry and stuff going on, the popping and the locking.
She's just like, what else do you need me to do? Yeah. What else can I? It's like she's like in service to drag. Like she's just and what else? And you're like, okay, can you do everything? Yes, it was. Yeah. It was very clearly a Marina win.
A Marina win. And before that, we had, you know, the pleading and the begging from the bottom queens to the top queens. And I just loved that poor Mayhem, like, very inauthentically tried to strike up a deal, but with both of them, I was like, oh,
this is always the oddest
yeah.
part of this, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's sort of like all of a sudden they create this power dynamic between the tops and the bottoms.
Yeah,
when the tops are like, come and have a meeting
that
with the queen.
That shit would not roll on Survivor. Like in the 11th hour being like, oh, hey, hon, I know I've been really rude to you all week, but like...
and I'm really hungry.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, no.
So I thought it was really, A, ballsy, B, correct, and C, just iconic of Marina to send home Mayhem.
I just don't think Marina was picking up what she was putting down. I just don't think she was like, I'm not buying this. You know,
great. Plus I think Gothi appealed to her sense of like you, I haven't had that much exposure either.
Yeah.
So I think there was that thing. I think Marina realized that like Gothi's needs, like this means more to her. So it's like giving her that platform.
And she's acting like it means more. Mayhem walks into the room. She's like, I don't know who the fuck any of you people are. She acts all like, you know, and then it's like, oh, you're out first episode. And that's supposed to be a surprise. It's like every moment means something on these shows, don't they? And like that's when you get the surprise elim.
Oh no, great first episode.
I really enjoyed
this.
this.
Geared up now.
I'm really just. It was such an easy watch as well. So kudos to the storytellers of UK.
Literally one of my favorite casts ever. Like
really good.
I reckon, if not like the best one.
So it'll be interesting to see once we throw in, you know, the like full challenges, like mini challenges, how they go with crafting that story. But they've got a great bunch of queens. I'm excited.
I'm excited. And we saw a little preview for next week. I can't remember what the challenge was now.
I don't know. I can't remember anything.
Well, we'll find out next week and we'll be back again to recap it.
I'll talk to you then.
Bye.
Bye.